So in this story, what happens next is that these founders make pictures of different shoes, the items that they find inside this shop. So that's what we need to illustrate. So that's why before we do this, we need to find 3 random pictures of shoes on the internet. So let's go on Google once again, and let's type shoe here, or shoes, images. And once again, don't forget to click here and to set the color to transparent. All right. So for the purpose of this exercise, literally take 3 random images of shoes. So here, take the ones that you like the most, right? It's just for the exercise, so it doesn't matter. All right, now what we will do is we will create something that looks like a frame of a picture, of a photo, but like an old one, something that resembles, I don't know if you remember, Polaroid stuff and things like this. So go to Insert, Shapes, and choose Rectangle here. So create this rectangle, make it something which looks like a photo, but vertical size. Now click on Shape Fill, make it white, Outline, make it black, and probably reduce the weight of the outline like this. It's slightly better. Now we need another black rectangle in order to make the background of this picture. So click the same, right? Insert, Shapes, Rectangle. Shape Fill, however, make it black, and Outline, click on No Outline. So keep the square proportions. This is extremely important. If you drag it here, you see I can drag it and make it a rectangle, so it doesn't work. This is exactly what I said in the beginning of this course. So click back here if you did it. This is a perfect square, like you see here, is the same size. So in order to keep it that way, hold Shift and then drag with your mouse here. So this keeps the proportions. Try to do something which keeps the same borders here around, and not too thick, preferably. All right, I think like this it looks good. Yeah. So now let's insert the pictures of the shoes, like one picture of one shoe inside here. So when you have this, you have to resize this picture, right? Make it smaller. And let's put it inside here. So this looks somewhat like a picture, except that I see that my rectangle here, this is not the same width up here compared to the sides. So let me just lower it a little with the arrows of the keyboard. All right, like this it looks good. So now, of course, we have to group all these 3 objects, so we don't create any problems like this, for example. In order to do that, you can either select them, 3 of them separately by holding the Control button, or you can just click on your mouse and drag it around all of these objects, and then they're all selected. Then do a right click, group, group. So here you have one picture, okay? Now what we need to do, we need to repeat exactly the same operation for the 2 other shoes. But you can do it much more easily by just copying this one. So you select Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, or there's even yet better shortcut. You just hold Ctrl and then drag it with your mouse, like this. So you have a copy. Now click on the shoe and click on Delete on your keyboard. You see everything else is still grouped together, but you still deleted the shoe. So you can actually select individual elements within a group. This is good. Now insert the 2 other pictures. Group this too. Group, group. And let's do the same here. Let's group this together. All right, this is good. Now we have our 3 pictures. Of course, it doesn't look very beautiful like this, so let's make them slightly more beautiful. So select all 3 of them, or just one by one, and then go here on Format, Picture Effects, Shadow, and take this first one. So it gives some perspective. And now let's also turn them around a little bit, not to keep them vertical like this. So when you click on them, you see this arrow here. You just hold it and you can rotate any object the same way. Like this one a little bit like this, and maybe this slightly more like this. Okay, so it's really up to you how you feel about it.